Yep, me again. Yeah, happy days. Steve from offthegridnoz.com. Trying to do a bit of an update on, I actually want to do an update on this shade sail carport. The last update we put up showed where we cleaned up the construction mess, and we had to have the post hole digger in because this ground down there is like bloody iron. We had the poles put in straight away, as per the other video. We were going to get that done that same day. Now, just a little bit of an idea for the people who might be looking for a cheaper version of a carport. Hail protection, bit of rain protection, definitely sun protection. Now, these poles, this ground is like steel. The machine we had here was a half-size tractor with a really good auger set up on the back. Only went down about 300 mil. Just terrible ground, hard as rock. So I had to crowbar these ones down to 400 mil because it's in solid ground. If you're going to build something with these poles, which these are 100 to 150 poles, they go up, the center pole goes up nearly 3 meters. If you're in soft ground, if you're in good ground, good territory with soft ground, you might want to go down 600 mil, which will mean you'll need to find a longer pole perhaps, or have a lower carport. We're actually going to try and slide the boat under this one, so yeah. For the people who want to build one of these things, very simple. 400 deep in solid ground, 600 deep in soft ground, concrete the bastards in, stick a spirit level on them. Even though they might be treated pine, these are treated pine, you might be using natural poles. If you're going to use natural poles, do the old creosote or sump oil on the bottom to keep the termites away. But what I've done with this one is, this is actually one of the largest. How's this sunset? Look at that, guys. Whoa, blinding. Is that not a beautiful afternoon? I worked for the man today, got home 3 o'clock, had to do something. You know, you got to keep your projects moving even if you are stuck with the system and the man. But what a beautiful afternoon, eh? Yeah, I know, I keep showing sunsets, but they are nice. Anyway, back to this. What I've done is I've got an 8 metre, actually it's 9 metre by 6 metre shade sail. It's one of the bigger ones you can buy. Now, to cover, 9 metres by 6 metres in iron, I'm a plumber, trust me. Yeah, you might, get your recycled material or whatever, but I got like 5 metre, 6 metre sheets that would be required to do this. If I bought relatively new ColourBond or beams and battens to fit it up, it'd probably run me, maybe 1,500, probably close to 2 grand. This shade sail that I bought is actually only, it ran me 350 bucks, but what I've done is put a beam across there. You can see the beam up the top, goes right across the top. That's actually going to be a ridge in the shade sail. They're not designed for that normally, but that's what I've decided to do. So what I can do is pitch from that one over there. I'll pitch up to that, and then I'll pitch down to these lower ones. So I wind up with a relatively unique shaped shade sail carport of a substantial size for very low money. If you can cut poles off your own property, yep. Creosote, sump oil, all that sort of gear, all great, all great. I just happened to be able to buy 3.6 poles at a reasonable price. And I thought, yeah, well, stuff it. I want to pitch it in the middle. They're not designed for pitching, but if you put a nice smooth beam up the top, that beam is 135. It's not a structural beam. If I ever want to put a hard roof on this, I'll probably have to upgrade that to a 200 by 50. But that will actually pitch the shade sail and make it look more in keeping with the pitch on the main building. So anyway, this is an update. Poles are in the ground. Had to crowbar the bastards down on Sunday afternoon. Nearly frickin' killed me. If you've watched my other videos, how much effort does it take? Well, sometimes even when you pay a guy with a machine a bit of money, and this central Victoria is some of the patches up here are pretty hard to get through. Good gold country. Oh, look at that sun, my lord. Oh, that'll kill you. What a beautiful afternoon. 5:30. Oh, I'm just about ready for one of my distilled waters, I can tell you right now. I came home, cut that beam in, Did some staining so I can actually put the bolts and pin bolts and corner brackets in to hang the shade sail. When I do the shade sail, I will actually do another video. But look, this is a really good way. The point of this video is if you're looking for, we had a couple of Land Rovers, they're not worth $1 million, but hailstorms can be a bitch. And they can break windows and do all sorts of weird shit. So what we're doing is actually putting a 95% shade sail over the top. Dead rectangular, 9 metres by 5 metres. By the time you put the brackets on and the chains, winds up 9 metres by 6 metres, or 10 metres by 6 metres, sorry. But yeah, you slam the poles in the ground, concrete them in, soft ground 600mm, hard ground 400mm, fine. 8-inch diameter is pretty good. I know the council will tell you got to do 450 diameter. It's a fucking shade sail, you know. There's no load on it. And if I ever do a hard roof over it, I'll brace it and do all sorts of stuff with it. But that's another story. But if you want to do a large covered area for your vehicles or your trailer, or just somewhere to keep the sun off your stuff, these are a really, really good idea. So this is update on the shade sail carport. I'll do another short video once I put the sail up with the brackets and the fittings. Very simple to do, very cost effective. And yeah, I know all the rich people, I nearly said it. I actually get bagged a bit for picking on people with money. I'm not, alright? I could have probably afforded to put a hard roof up here, but I chose a shade sail because I needed effectiveness, and I'd rather spend money on my hydroponics than plough it into something to cover up my cars. I mean, the shade sail will cover the cars, will perform the task that's required, keep a bit of the hail off if it ever ploughs down, and if the hail ever destroys the shade cloth, well, it's only a $350 item to replace. So yeah, this is the shade sail extension on the back. Simple design, dead rectangular. I could have anchored it off the building, but what I did was put separate poles in. Alright, now that's for two reasons. If I ever do decide at a later date to put a hard roof on this thing, I set the poles out in a nice rectangle, diagonally measured it, you know, the drill. If you want to get a rectangle, put your poles in, or your starter pegs in, diagonally measure the corners to give you a dead rectangle, a dead straight rectangle. And that means that at some point I can put other beams up there and put a hard roof on it if I want, without fucking around with the foundations, alright? But yeah, a really good plan if you're looking for a really cheap way to just put something quickly up, relatively quickly, and relatively low cost to keep the shit off your cars and your trailer and your gear. Alright, so see you later from StephenOffTheGridNoz.com. I'm pretty much second hand now. How's that sun? You're gonna love it. This friggin' off the grid shit. You find yourself a bush patch, I tell you, life don't get no better than this. And I still had to go out the fucking gate today and work for the man, just like most of you buggers. You know, life isn't quite that simple for me. I wish I was independently wealthy, but we're not. I still have to work. So alright, if you're looking for a cheap, very large cover, think outside the square. Shade sails are generally put up a bit different to this. This one will be pitched, will be basically slung over the top of that beam up there. The beam just becomes a support to give a bit of shape to the shade sail, and to stop the span of 9 metres on the sail itself taking any load. I've split the load on the shade sail down to, well, on one side it's about 3.5, 4 metres, and the other side's 5 metres. So yeah, that's all I'm going to give you today. The shade sail extension. You got to have a project. Every day when you come home from working for the man, you got to have a project. And I mean, if you're lucky enough not to be working for the man, well, that's okay. That's okay too. And I don't mean to hang shit on people with money. You might want to just stick a hard roof on something, you know, build a full-blown carport. My advice to the people with not much money, treat the poles that you put in, you know, when I say treat them as if you were going to build a hard roof on it. Mark them out accurately. You know, get your length and your width, and then do a diagonal measurement to square it up. And then get some, you know, get your holes in the right place and concrete the bastards in. Like I said, hard ground 400mm, soft ground 600mm, If you can afford the concrete, you know, go at the 12-inch diameter. Won't conform, but you know, we don't talk about conforming, do we really? I got to tell you, a 10-inch hole around these things filled with concrete, fucking hurricane could come through here, and I don't think it might tear the shade sail off, but it won't rip the poles out the ground. So that's it from Steve from offthegridnoz.com. End of another day, another working day. Just wanted to show you what you can do at the end of a day. A lot of people come home and they just sit there and relax. Well, relaxing is not really high on my list really, but I am going to go get myself a distilled water now, and I'm going to go in and load this up. So I've got, well, while the sun goes down behind the trees, I've got another hour and a half, 2 hours of daylight. I might just relax a bit. I put the stain away. I like to stain these bloody things too. Kerry's away visiting our a few of our 1,000 grandchildren. And we do have a lot of grandchildren. But yeah, she's away visiting, so I actually have to do the staining. Kerry normally picks up the slack with the staining. It's a team effort. Don't care who you're with. If you've got a partner, it is a team effort. Partner may not be able to dig the holes with a fucking crowbar, but they can always do things that make our lives a lot easier. It's really good if you've got a partner that, there's Jess, just fed the dogs. I've got to go feed the ducks and the chooks. I fed the cat. I like to feed the cat to the rat that I'm trying to trap. Still trying to trap rat number 3. Bush rats. Yeah, do a video on that one day. But that's it from me. It was a great day, a weekday, a working day. Just wanted to, you know, just keep panning around just to show you how simple this stuff is. It's just 6 poles, you know. Up there you can see brackets. They're just normal joist hanging brackets, just to pick up the centre load beam. If you're going to hang a hard roof on it, you know, yeah, that's only a 135/35. That's only because it's holding shade sail up. If I ever put a hard roof on, I will have to bump that up. The outside poles will not have a beam on it. They'll be just anchored by the normal hook eye, you know, the normal shackles and stuff, and stretched out as per normal. But I'll put a video up on that once I've actually got the sail up itself in a couple of days. So have a good day. Check it out again. It's going down. What a freaking good life. 61. I tell you what, a day goes by where if I just wake up, and I actually use this analogy with a lot of people. Any day I wake up, just wake up, and I'm fit as a fiddle, and I'm doing well. You know, I'm blessed. Maybe it's because I keep moving. I don't know what the hell it is. It's certainly not because of the distilled water. Or might be. But yeah, nah, any day you wake up is a good day. Any day you wake up and you can go to work, earn a few bucks, and then come home and work on your project, your off-grid project, is a fucking good day. It really is a fucking good day. It just doesn't get any better than this. And I say this, and I know I repeat myself, get over it. New people coming along, you need to know that this is inspiring shit. You know, you might be on your first project, your second project, or like us, our third project. This is inspiring shit. It just keeps you going. So subscribe and like if you want. You know, usual drill. Give us a like. If for no other reason, hey, like the fucking sunset. What a beauty through the trees. I could do one of these every night, but I don't want to bore you to death with sunsets through the trees. We live with them every day. So anyway, that's the shade sail carport update, middle update. I'll do another one once I've actually got the sail up and all bolted down and show you what it looks like. And that's it. Hope you have a good one. I'm going to have a good one. And remember, you got to make a fucking shitload of mess to make heaven. Just go ahead and make that mess, guys. Get off your butt, dig that hole, cut that wood, make that mess. It will turn into heaven eventually if you keep ploughing along. That's it for me. I'll catch you on the next one. And I really sincerely hope you've had a really good day. Life is too good to just not have a good day. Right, and that's serious. Life is too damn good. And I'll finish this one with a shot of the sun going down through the trees over the bridge. Unbelievable. Alright, be thankful to be alive. Be happy with what you're doing. Don't care whether you're in a container, tin shed, building, starting your first property. Be absolutely thankful for what you have. Be thankful and grateful for what you can produce. Learn, go through the process and learn all the steps, and you'll get there. You'll get there just like all of us do. Me and Kerry aren't unique, not by a long shot. There's lots and lots of people. There's plenty of hope for all you people out there that are just starting. Plenty of hope, alright? Cheers from me. Go drop into offthegridnoz.com. Like, subscribe and all that, like I said, and I'm out of here. My day is done. Catch you later.